Hey everybody, here with an update on the Ford Ranger EV. Probably noticed for the first time the hood's closed. That's not because we're all done and everything's working, but it's because the truck is currently jacked up to the highest height that my jack stands will allow. And I think the hood might hit the ceiling of the garage if I left it up. So what we've got is yesterday my friend Rada came over. We jacked the truck up and took a couple attempts at lowering the battery pack. It was kind of interesting and definitely a new experience to be under a vehicle and lowering down a battery pack that probably weighs close to 1,000 pounds. We got it on a couple dollies, and after jacking the truck up even higher, we were able to roll it out from underneath the truck and get the top cover open and have a look at it for the first time. So here I am with the battery pack with the top cover off, and we found in here pretty much what Lanny down in Eugene at Ranger Electric Trucks LLC had suspected I was going to find. Found an Orion BMS battery management system, found the original Ford BCM battery control module, found 23 lithium titanate battery modules. Each one of them is made up of cells that have a maximum voltage of 2.8 volts per cell. I also found the spoof board, which divides the pack battery voltage and provides a voltage equivalent to the old nickel metal hydride batteries to the Ford BCM to trick it into thinking that all of the nickel metal hydride batteries are there and fully charged. I also found a relay that is part of the pilot and charging command circuitry that I've been looking for. I also found a Bluetooth wireless OBD2 adapter that's hooked up to the CAN bus of the Orion BMS, which then goes hardwired to the CAN bus under the hood to the Elcon. I'm going to go ahead and take this one out of the battery pack and install whatever I end up using under the hood so that if it becomes faulty, it's easier to replace. Any electronics that are in this battery pack are very difficult to replace, and I'd rather keep as much of that under the hood as I can. I was able to communicate with the Bluetooth OBD2 adapter that was already installed in the pack using the Torque application on my Android phone. And what I've discovered is it's reading the pack voltage as it should, 234 volts, which is the same measurement I got with my voltmeter when I measured the pack voltage before I removed it, and same as I've measured it since I've had it opened up here in the garage. I'm also able to see the voltage of the highest cell in the pack and the voltage of the lowest cell in the pack. Now, the voltage of the lowest cell is 0.0 volts. And Lanny had already warned me that if any of the cells are at 0 volts, that cell's dead, and the module that that cell's in is going to have to be replaced. Now, I don't know how many cells are at 0.0 volt and if they're in more than one module. But I do have 5 modules that have a module voltage significantly lower than the rest of the modules. So either those modules need to be charged or they have dead cells in them as well. So the CAN adapter that I've ordered for the Orion BMS will work with the Orion program, and that'll tell me the voltage of every single cell in this entire pack. So that's really the next step. Is on Wednesday I'll receive the CAN adapter and put that on the CAN bus and get my laptop with the Orion program going and communicating with the BMS and figure out where all the cells are and how many, if more than one, I have at 0, what modules they're in. I can then figure out how much modules I need. I'm hoping if I only have to replace 1, maybe 2 or 3 modules, I can just get this pack going back up to snuff so that it'll charge fully and give me the best range possible on the truck. I've also learned that this battery pack was put together in 2016. So it's about a little less than 4.5 years old. Could be really fortunate. Might be able to replace a couple modules and somehow get this 1,000 pounds back in the truck and see what happens.